Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. I'm back. I just arrived yesterday and I arrived to 3 new decks. So first, what I would like to share with you is just my 3 new decks. So it's like a little swap haul, and I have swapped for Dark Days Tarot, which arrived, I knew about it. It didn't have the booklet. That's how the person who swapped with me, you know who you are, thanks, received it. But I wrote to Ren McMurdo, who wrote, or who's the creatress of the deck, and she sent me a PDF of it, so that was really lovely of her, and I have printed it, and it's not the cute little book that fits into the box, but I have the book and I have the cards, so that's awesome. This deck is so interesting. I think I so wish it was bigger, just the cards. I mean, okay, some of the images are okay, you know, like the moon, it's quite kind of bold, but some of them are quite intricate and it would be just so nice to see them bigger. Like they kind of small, when you put them together, they're very delicate, but very interesting nevertheless. So as I said, I arrived at 1 a.m. yesterday and I opened my deck straight away, and I was laughing because I remembered how Elise from Wild Moon Woman, she said that she cannot do the unboxing, and I'm exactly the same. I can never wait for the decks to like put them aside and wait, like Kelly and Maddox. She's like keeps them on for months then gets onto it. No. So Dark Days Tarot, interesting deck, very excited. And then another deck that I got from the same swap was the Tempest Tarot, and this is a not very famous deck. It was on Kickstarter at some point, and I think you can still maybe get it on Etsy. She might have quite like a few last copies left. So the backs are like this, and I love this magician. How cool! So that's very creative, like mixing colors, you know, like your face, like you're involved. That's what you are. I love this. So this is cool. Also the Hierophant, or the Hierophant. That's one of my favorites. The purple, and I love that it's a woman too. Strength is pretty cool from this deck. You incorporated the wild animal. High Priestess is pretty spot on too, like this duality. And I love that she has her eyes closed. The take on tower is pretty cool, because when something gets destroyed, like in the tower, it's like something gets destroyed in your head, in your mind. Death, pretty nice. I love the sun too. She's very kind of brave-like. And then the small arcana are color-coded, so the cups, mostly blue-green. The Emperor. Oh, and the King of Cups is David Bowie. Ooh, that's cool. The Lovers. The Wands. So then the artwork is kind of, it's a bit like in your face. So it's quite a lot of close-ups, people, and I can show you the whole of this deck, but I just wanted to do a short hello and share these decks with you. And then the last one is Sasura Bito Tarot, and I was lucky enough to get it from a trade with Stacia herself. I sent her one of my wands, and she was wonderful enough to send me her deck in exchange. And whatever anybody says about this deck, it's true. I haven't met anyone who didn't like this deck. This deck seems to be very all-rounder, like an all-rounder, and so it kind of seems to be speaking to everybody. I thought I wouldn't be such a big fan of it because sometimes the Asian looking faces just throw me off a little bit. Like I didn't get along with Delos tarot too much. I loved it, it was sweet, but for some reason when it's just this kind of manga style, it's like I don't vibe with it so much. But in this deck, just because maybe it's a mixture of different type of facial expressions, love this fool. And it's not so typical pretty, like, you know, if the people had always faces like this, I just wouldn't get along. But they kind of a little bit mixed and not necessarily all looking the same, so she's cool. So I was surprised that I actually loved it so much, and this is such a stunning deck. Love the gilding and the backs are amazing, and it's got quite a few cool depictions of cards. The minors are really nice. Court cards are stunning. Like, how cool is this? Queen of Cups, love this. Queen of Pentacles. I like that it's not so busy. Hermit. Gasping for air. That's a feeling of Six of Swords. Like the feeling, that's exactly what it is. Like Stasia, I'm not sure how you, but I'm pretty sure it's maybe from Anastasia or Stasia in Polish. She managed to get the feeling across through her drawings. And it's very cool when you can do that. How cool is King of Cups? So this is really cool. The court cards are great. Some fascinating, you know, new look at the cards. It's loosely based on Rider-Waite-Smith. Comes with this booklet. She doesn't really describe in each of the cards, at least. In some she does, why she used certain pictures, but she has this really cool quotations at the end of each paragraph. And I love the quotes. As I said before, at some point, poetry and quotes and stuff like this really gets me going. It sparks my intuition, so I'm very excited about this deck. I think this deck is going to be one of my faves to read. That's it. 3 of my decks, and I'm still waiting for another 2 decks. I have to make some ones for them, but I scored in a swap also La Corte del Tarocchi, the one from Il Menegolo, and the World Spirit Tarot, which I wanted for a long time, so that's exciting. Nice to speak to you, and I'm off to record the 22 faves soon. Bye!